Does that answer
Yeah,
your
it makes
question?
a lot of sense. Okay, let's move on to the next stage. Welcome to the masterclass. We're looking at the best way to create sales using NLP and lots of other techniques. I'm joined by Darius Saudi. I want to look now at customer service. How important is customer service behind getting the sale?
Incredibly important. Research shows that 76% of customers don't go back to their existing providers for one simple reason. And that's not because things went wrong, that's not because they let them down, that's not because they didn't provide them the service they promised. The reason is that they didn't feel special. So our clientele, their demand and their expectations have raised, because in the past we used to get on our bikes or cars and travel a long way. Now we have choice. So we need to be made to feel special. Okay, so the first thing I say is that, do you understand the difference between customers and clients? Customers are people who buy a pair of shoes from you, and you probably see them once a year. Clients are people who come to you because they feel you're experts in your fields, and you educate them on a regular basis. Because if I educate my people who buy shoes from my shoe shop, they may come back and buy shoes every 3 months or 4 months, depending on what I advise them as an expert in my field. So to be experts in customer service, you have to wow your clients on a regular basis. So when we sit down with our clients, we look at the way we can actually wow them, and wow them by not literally buying them, but wow them by educating them often. Doing the research on shoes, doing the research on soles of feet, doing the research between the relation between your feet and your health, and on a regular basis, educate your clients. So when they're looking for shoes, who are they going to go to? They're going to come to you because they see you as an expert in your field. Second thing is, often customer services, for instance shops, okay, this is where NLP comes into action really, because we all have an internal dialogue. So when I'm speaking with you, you thinking 200-300 words per minute about what you're going to eat tonight, or if the camera's rolling, or somebody's going to walk into the room. So I'm not insulted by it, because that's the way, the faster I can speak, you're still thinking other things. That's how fast your brain thinks. So our customers and our clients have an internal dialogue going on while we're talking to them. The most amazing way to get your clients to get loyalty from them is to tap into their internal dialogue. So if I was going to come into a, I don't know, let's say you had a clothing store, and I wanted to buy a white shirt that was hanging on the right hand side, and I knew it was on sale, and I really wanted it, it was the last one on that rail. If I come into your shop and one of your salespeople approaches me and says, "Can I help you?" what am I going to say? No, thank you, I'm just looking. But that internal dialogue says, oh my God, if there was a bubble over my head and you could read it, he will say, oh no, the sales guy is coming over, he's going to ask me, how can I help you? And I'm going to practice my rejection, which is, no thank you, I'm just looking. Now if there was a bubble over the salesperson's head, he'd be thinking, oh, I've got 2 hours before my lunch break, here's a customer who's going to tell me I'm just looking, but I'm going to go over and pretend to my boss that I'm actually doing something. So I'm going to go over to him and say, can I help you? He's going to say, I'm just looking. So what I'm going to say is, I'll be standing over there. If you need anything, call me. Okay? So we go through this process of play acting. Now, if I really cared about you as my client in my clothing store, I'll come to you because I know what you're thinking in your head. I know the smoke screens that you practice in your internal dialogue, and I'll approach you in a certain way, certain tonality, certain space, and I'll say, are you just looking? So you suddenly break in the pattern and you go, yes, because that's what they've been practicing. Fantastic, Mr. Customer. Let me show you some of our new range of products, or new range of clothing lines that come out. And through your guidance, your body language, your tonality, they follow you. And then what happens is we never ever pitch the client. But what we do is educate them through that, from point A to point B, about the new colors, the new fashion season, new colors for that season, the new fashion that's out. And by the time you get to point B, you're thinking, hang on, this is not just any old salesperson who says, can I help you? He's actually an expert in his field. And it's highly likely you say to me, I'm not interested in those trousers, I'm interested in that white shirt over there. What do you think? That's building customer rapport, customer service. And guess what? I've got you for life. Every time you want some clothing, who are you going to come to? The 99 shops out there who ask you, can I help you? Or the one who took his time to educate you free of charge?